And you know we got Howie Hawkins. Howie,
Doesn't matter who wins.
you're on.
Say what?
You're on.
Okay, hi everybody. So we're marching down from Columbus Circle to the NYPD near Times Square. This is the Climate Justice and Racial Justice March in New York City. So there are probably maybe 1,000 people here, and number of greens. You can see we got the signs and the banner. So, our message today is Green New Deal, which the Greens have been a champion of for the last decade. The Democrats took the slogan, diluted the content, and then buried it. It's not in the Democratic platform. We're talking about an economic bill of rights because working class life expectancies are in decline. So we want a job guarantee, an income guarantee, Medicare for all, housing for all, lifelong public education, and a secure retirement by doubling Social Security benefits so that we end poverty. People aren't deciding they have to choose between buying medicine and paying the rent. And finally, we talk about, well, not finally, we talk about community control of the police. We had a ban down here in New York since 1993 on chokehold. And Eric Garner was killed 20 years later by a chokehold. So as long as the police themselves, they're going to get away with murder and assault and rackets like civil asset forfeiture. So we got to up the demands, not just new use of force policies, but community control so they work for the people, not for themselves. We're for reparations for African Americans. The Democrats don't even want to talk about that, certainly the Biden campaign. And then Indian treaty rights. We're still stealing land from the Indians. We still owe them services under the and these other political prisoners. There's so many issues that if people settle for the Democrats, you're going to get taken for granted after Biden wins. He's probably going to win. Trump is toast. People are fed up with that man. But okay, we get Biden, then what? We got a whole lot of battles. So that's why we're down here talking to people, telling them here in New York we need 2% of the vote just to stay on the damn ballot. Because the quote unquote Democratic governor, Cuomo, got a bill attached to the city state budget. It tripled the votes we need, double the frequency we need. And if we don't get those votes, we got to get 45,000 signatures in a 6-week window. That's as hard as any state in the country now. Because as the New York Times said when they got wind of it, it's the Democrats' secret plan to kill third parties. Except now it's not a secret, it's law. That's why we're out here. We're fighting for our right to even participate in politics, as well as deal with the climate emergency, the declining life expectancies of working class people because of 45 years of stagnant wages and growing inequality. And we don't have that in our leaflet today, but the new nuclear arms race. Bulletin Atomic Scientist has their doomsday clock the closest it's ever been to midnight. And the U.S. started this by their nuclear modernization program, which both parties, Biden and Trump, both support, destabilize the nuclear terror, balance of terror. So we're talking about peace initiatives, deep cuts in military spending, no first use of nuclear weapons. And on the basis of reducing tensions, going to the nuclear powers and saying, let's get rid of these nukes which should never be used because it'll kill all of us. So we got real issues in the middle of a campaign that is as issueless and vacuous as I've ever seen in my lifetime. What are Biden and Trump fighting about? Maybe masks. But there are a whole lot of other important issues that have been neglected. So that's why we're out here.